Back in the Maybach, yeah, we roll with it. Payback sending hits, we getting on with it.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Kolosal Interview Series. Thank you for tuning in. Today on the show, we got a guest coming all the way from Israel, Eliav, a young, very talented artist with a lot ahead of him. He just dropped his debut EP, self-titled Eliav, as well as a single, A Cabin in Austria. He has a lot ahead of him. His career is just budding. It was great to get in there early, find out the inspiration behind his music, find out what makes him tick, just like all of our guests. And yeah, it was a great conversation. You guys are going to love it. While you're here, subscribe here on YouTube, like this video, check out our Instagram, check out our Twitter, and check out our Spotify podcast, as well as several other socials we have. We're everywhere. We'll drop that down below. So enjoy. Eliav.
Hey, what's up, man?
How are you?
How do you say
Eliav,
your name?
welcome.
Eliav?
Yeah, you're right. A lot of people, I like to play games online, so a lot of people think it's Eliav.
Mm.
It was always weird. It always cringes it's cringe. I don't know why, but it is.
But Eliav, that's how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the Colossal Show, man. It's great to have you on here, all the way
Good to be
from Israel, yeah?
Yeah.
Where in Israel are you?
I'm in a small city. I mean, everybody knows Tel Aviv and Jerusalem, so I'm in a small city called Yavne.
Okay. Yeah. How is it there? How's it been for the past year or so?
COVID-wise,
Well, just like
life-wise.
life in Israel, like, I've never been.
One thing I learned about life in Israel from COVID is, how you have the anti-vaccines people, right?
Mm.
So right now you have a bunch of COVID vaccines flying around, and you know that it's proven to be effective. But then I realized, because we're in such a controversial place, we're always surrounded by enemies and stuff, and there's always bombings and shit. So people have trauma, right?
Yeah.
So they love it, and for the past year, everybody's been obsessed with COVID. So there weren't a lot of news from Gaza and shit. So suddenly people start to make shit up like, oh, they're putting chips in us. They don't want us. They want to know where we are. Like, bitch, you have your cell phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the US. We know all about it, man. We've
Yeah.
got our fair share of wackos over here.
Jeez.
Trump.
Yeah, not getting too into it, but yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm Noah, by the way. It's nice to meet you, man. Thank you for coming on the show. We're really excited to have you.
I'm excited to be here.
Thanks,
yeah, man. We love your music, man. It's different from stuff that we've heard in the past, but it's great stuff, man. I mean, it's deep. You can tell it comes from a place of pain. Like it's really emotional. It's good music.
Thanks.
Yeah, great expression.
I've always been therapeutic with music, kind of. I suck at explaining stuff, and I'll never talk about shit. Like, I can be in full on anxiety mode, but I'll never talk about it. So whenever I write, it's like, it's gonna go up.
It's an outlet.
Yeah.
Do you feel that's sort of like the purpose of your music for you and the people that you're trying to have your music be listened by? Like, is the purpose of it to be therapeutic? Like, when you write those songs, is it like, okay, yeah, this is meant to heal, like this is meant to be music to
I think it is, because how everybody has songs. Adele, right? Like, you're going through a breakup and you're gonna listen to Adele or some other whatever, and then whatever you're dealing with, be anxiety, breakup, I don't know, a family member died, whatever, you always have like music to support that. You'll always be sitting in bed and be maybe crying, maybe now, who cares? But you're gonna be laying in bed and you're gonna listen to some songs, and at some point I think I do. It's an outlet, but at the same time it's kind of like sharing what I feel, because I think sharing makes it a lot more normal and a lot more weird to talk about. Like, how anxieties used to be so weird in the 90s, like, oh my god, he's seeing a therapist.
Yeah.
Now it's like, hey, guess what my therapist told me? Maybe I'm bipolar.
That's funny. So we'd love to know a little bit more about you. Just how'd you get into music? I see the guitars in the back. I see the Strat. Just like how'd you get into music? Who you are, and all of that. Like, who your biggest influences are. All of those fun questions.
I think I didn't get into music like from my family because my family was never really into music. But I guess I would always watch like Disney Channel shows like High School Musical, Camp Rock, and shit. And then I'd watch Ant Farm, starring Cheyenne McLean, and that was what really got me hyped up. And I don't know, I was like 4 or 5, I don't know. And for some reason, I saw her like playing the guitar, or piano, or drums. Like she could do anything and sing at the same time. And you'd hear that and you'd see it, and you'd be like, I want to be that. And I'm like 5. What the hell do I know from my life? And every 5-year-old just switches up. Like, I want to be an astronaut, a firefighter, a cop, whatever. I never switched it up. I always wanted to be like a singer. I don't know why.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Just one Disney Channel, and now you're here.
Yeah.
Like, how many years later? Yeah. That's crazy that you kept with it too. So do you play other instruments besides guitar?
Sorry, one sec. I don't mean to interrupt, but it looks like your producer and representative Ron is here as well. So I'm gonna let him in on the call.
Okay.
Sweet.
Ron, welcome. Can you hear us all right?
You good?
Yo.
Oh, word.
What's up, Ron?
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, okay.
Oh, just here as a watcher.
He's my supervisor.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, no worries. No worries.
So yeah, sorry. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Do you play any other instruments besides guitar?
I don't. I really want to learn piano.
You really want to learn piano?
But I don't have the money for it. I don't have the time for it. I don't know. I really want to though. I can play basic chords, but I can't be but I can't like play Mozart shit.
Yeah. That makes sense. Well, yeah, I learned how to play piano when I was a kid, so like that's my personal favorite. I'm not as good at guitar, so kind of like the opposite. Like I can play chords on guitar, but I can play piano much better. And what kind of helped me like the biggest like learning guitar and like piano is knowing that piano is the key to all instruments. The neck of a guitar can be translated to the keyboard, and that really helped me understand like how the notes are formed on the neck of the guitar. Like if you're on the E string, it goes F sharp, G sharp. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I love it. I'm learning music theory in school, and I started learning music theory. It started in high school. I'm graduating this year, and I'm learning music theory, and I started learning notes like C sharp, D sharp, and everything. And then I started learning guitar, and my guitar teacher told me that whenever one fret equals one semitone, right? Semitone. And then it all just made sense. Like he told me to not use the 6th string and the low E string. So it was like, all right, because it's not a chord note. It all adds up at some point.
Yeah.
It was weird for me. I guess other people just learned it by like shapes on the guitar. Like this is G, this is D, this is
Yeah. Yeah, like so many great like musicians never learned how to read music. Like you always hear about the Beatles like never even knowing and they just felt it out.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, so it's exactly like your talent can speak for itself. You don't need to know like all this theory and stuff. It's weird how like there's a formula like sometimes like that makes your brain like associate it with a good sound, like, and if you have dissonant notes and you follow it up with a really colorful chord, your brain just gets that release.
You can always think about that about weird chord progressions. Like in Creep, you have like G and then a B and stuff like that. You don't really have a key, but you just like it, and then you're like, what if I use it here? Like, what sound does it give it? It's kind of weird, but I love it. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, it's great, and I love that you played guitar on your tracks. Sorry, I'm just reading Ron's. Has insanely, I can tell. You have insanely accurate ears, Ron says, Eliav.
I did notice that in your music, man. I mean, you use harmonies a lot. I mean, in the 4 songs that Ron sent our way, your harmonies and like your use of chords and like your own voice. Like I was telling Noah that that use of your really high pitched voice in the background as like a sort of harmonizer, but also just kind of adding that extra inflection to the voice in a few of your songs was really good, man. and it added like
Thanks.
a whole new dimension to the
It
song.
wasn't easy, so thank you.
Yeah, man, I'm sure. That's why I was so impressed. Like this is
Thanks.
your first song, your first EP that you're coming out with, and you already have like this level of talent and this level of just like master quality music. Like it's super impressive, man.
Thanks.
And sorry, I don't think I ever got your age. How old are you right now?
I'm 18. I turned
18 and you're
18.
doing all this. Wow.
I turned 18 2 months ago, a month ago, a month and a half. Yeah.
And how long have you been doing music?
I always admired music up until I was 15. When I was 15 and a half, I joined music class. I kind of auditioned for it. So I guess that was the first thing I took seriously, because I did a song. I did Sober by Demi Lovato, which is pretty low. So my teacher was like, damn. And then I started out only as a singer, and then I saw everybody playing instruments and stuff, and I was like, I don't know if I got jealous, but I got inspired because it looked so much fun. So I just started learning guitar. But I think
you put it all together.
Yeah, but I think that audition was like the first really important thing I did, I guess.
Well, it's hard to put yourself out there in any situation.
Yeah, it is.
Seriously.
Yeah, and the fact that you're able to now put yourself out there with your art is very commendable. We respect anybody that puts themselves out there in that fashion. We know that, people will say whatever they want, but like it's for you, and it's something tangible that you can have and look back upon and say, I did this.
I think that when people make fun of you, it's a good way to filter them out. Like, okay, he made fun of me. I don't need him in my life. That's basically the point.
Yeah.
No, yeah. You don't need that noise.
Being such a dick, then why do I need him? Like,
you want to surround yourself with like-minded people. Yeah.
Yeah, we say
if you
that
have
a
that
lot.
negative energy, it's just, you're not going to reach the potential that you want because you have this negative energy pulling you back.
Yeah, no, I'm the source of negative energy, buddy. I'm such a pessimistic.
Hey, but it's your own energy,
I can be such a cool-minded person for the entire day. I'll be like, crisis all around me, and I'd be like, it's cool. It's the way God wants it to be. And then like it'll take the elevator too long to come, and then I'd be like, this breaks me. I can't do it.
Sets you off. And then he starts. Ron says that when you're gaming, you.
Oh, I feel you.
I'm toxic. I'm really toxic. And
what games do you play?
I play Overwatch. I play CS:GO. I'm a huge fan of Overwatch. Not that I'm proud of it, but I do sometimes, occasionally play Fortnite. Not proud of it.
Hey, I can respect it.
I can respect that. Yeah, no worries. It's such a visually appealing game.
Yeah, it is. But the thing is, it's like I love shooting people, and then someone builds the whole fucking Eiffel Tower in front of me, and I'm like, what do you do?
What do I do here? Like, yeah.
What do I do? So I'm just stacking up on grenades, and I'm like, bam, bitch.
All right, going back to the music, which is why we're here. It's great to hear that you have those extracurriculars though to get out your anger, another outlet for you. Who do you want to work with? Who do you work with other than obviously Ron? Like on your songs, do you make most of the content? Does Ron make some beats for you, or just all of that? Just please tell you how you bring this product together.
It's kind of like a healthy mix. I can tell you, I wrote Broken on my own, but then there was another song off the EP which you probably heard. Sometimes I'll start a song and we'll finish it together. Sometimes he'll start a song and we'll finish it together. Sometimes he'll come up with an entire like karaoke version of something and he doesn't know what we want it to be. And then we'll be like, this can be interesting. Like he'll finish everything and then be like, okay, now we're gonna write lyrics. So I don't know. It's kind of like a healthy mix. I can tell you the only song I actually wrote on my own was Broken. And then I kind of asked him to help me produce it and to record it and everything. But
very cool.
Except that, nothing. He did it.
So is that kind of your process? Like it's just whichever comes first, the lyrics or the foundation of the song, like musically, you kind of put it together either way, or do you like to do it a set way?
I don't like to do it in a certain way, but it always ends up that I'm just doing random stuff on the guitar, and then I'm like, oh, this is cool, so I'm gonna stick with it. I never did. It's not my intention, but it always happens. I'll never be able to just sing a nice melody and find chords for that.
Yeah.
I can't do
oh,
that.
this
It always sounds
good.
cringy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Most
no,
of Press me with that. Oh shit.
Wow.
Yeah, let me read
Most
what
of it
he
was
said.
improvised. That guitar solo at the end of that, was that improvised as well?
That was Ron improvising.
Wow.
Like, you have to give him credit.
No, yeah,
Hey,
absolutely. Shout out Ron.
I was just reading the chat. That's really cool. And
Yeah,
how
that
did
is
you
incredible.
end up meeting Ron? Like, are you friends? Like, or did he see
We're
your
in the same
talent, seek
school.
you out from school? Okay, very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, we've
That's
been
sick.
friends. We're in the same high school. And I knew he's good at producing stuff. So during the whole COVID lockdown, I wanted to do something. Not during the lockdown, I didn't leave my house, but in between, because we just finished our third lockdown.
Yeah, at least you guys have lockdowns.
Yeah. So in between lockdowns, I sent him a text. I was like, "Hey, remember when I played You Broken?" He was like, "Yeah. Do you want to record that?" I don't know. I just want to do something. I was like, "Sure, why not?" And then it kind of stuck. So he kind of offered
Very
me
nice.
to post it, and I was like, "Sure, why not?"
Yeah.
You got that's great that you took that leap. Like as we were saying, like anybody who puts themselves out there, puts their art out there, we have immense respect for. So
yeah,
it's really cool that you did that. Like we all, we wish we had a product that we could put out there and be proud of, but we don't. Like that's why we're here interviewing you, because we like to see people that do, and we learn from you. We take inspiration from you, and it helps us with our process just on the journalistic side and social media side to put it all together as well. Yeah. So very, very commendable of you to have that.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
You had mentioned Adele earlier on as someone that sort of your music resembles. Yeah. But do you have any other sort of musical influences? It could be personal, like it could be your family, or it could be, actual artists that are in the game right now that influence your music.
I mentioned it before. My family really isn't into music. They kind of make fun of me for that. But but my biggest influence is probably Demi Lovato. I've been listening to her since I'm pretty young, so I don't know, but I've been listening to her since like her Unbroken album, if you know it, from 2011.
Yeah, you mentioned Camp Rock, so that
yeah, and I catched up on all the previous albums and everything.
Yeah.
I can name the song. I can sing you the entire, all of it. Demi Lovato, Bruno Mars, even though he's a beast. Like I tried to cover his song once, and I was like, no. You have Charlie Puth, Shawn Mendes, then you have like legends like John Legend, you have Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston, John Lennon.
They're all good idols, man. Good people to look up to.
Yeah, and it's cool. Like most of these artists, like they can stand alone, like just much like yourself. Like you're the only one on the track. Like artists, like John Legend, Mariah Carey, John Lennon, they all can make music just with themselves on the track. So it's really cool that those are some of your biggest influences, and it's kind of showing in your music.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see.
So what's been your favorite part of your career so far?
My career is a month old. I have no.
Well, what's been the favorite part of that month? Careers are careers. Yeah,
my
they gotta start
part
somewhere.
Was when my friends told me, "Hey, listen to your song on Spotify. It's good. I didn't know you could do that." And I'm always cringing because it's like, I don't know. Thank you. Weird, but I don't know. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, putting your music out there is. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh no, you're good. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, putting your music out there, putting your art out there is scary. I mean, like you said it yourself, like it's hard to be like fully committed to it and being like, yo, this is my art and I want you guys to appreciate it. But like getting past that hurdle of being like, yo, fuck it, man. Like this is my work. Like whether you like it or not. And they did like it. Like yeah,
that was exactly what I was gonna say too. Like I was gonna ask, like, are you a little bashful? But like it seems like you've gotten over that hump, and that's really good.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, of course. And And what are you most excited for, like, coming up these next couple months? What's the plan? Like, what do you think the future holds?
I try to keep my expectations low. I have this certain point of view that, like, you always have people like Mariah Carey, for instance, who's like a legend and she's incredible. But then, you always have someone who might be better because it's a big world, and you could always see people on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube or something doing like incredible shit like whistle notes and wrist and runs, and it's incredible. But then I think to myself, like, they didn't make it. Who am I in this situation? Like, who says I'm gonna make it? So I'm trying to keep my expectations low, but I'm pretty excited for the EP.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, and there's no reason that you can't shoot higher than those expectations, of course.
Yeah, if I'll reach higher, obviously I'll be happy about it. It's like, if I'm not expecting anything, I can't be disappointed,
Yeah. No, that's perfect. And that's a great mindset to have, especially when you're putting your art out. I feel like you made it in a way for yourself as well as for other people to consume, obviously. But at the end of the day, it's your art. So
yeah,
if you're happy and you're proud of it, you don't really need to have high expectations. You're just putting yourself out there, and you're proud of. I assume very proud of what you've done for yourself far already. Yeah. So that's great. That's great to hear.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's super key to like, you're allowed to have low expectations for like what's to come, but still being proud of like what you've done and what you've created so far is so important.
To have like a billion streams on Spotify instantaneously. Like I'm at 14, I don't know. Yeah. I'm like,
it's a slow grind though. Yeah, I mean, you slowly chip away and slowly get better.
It happens.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'm pretty sure nobody made it in a day.
Yeah, exactly, man. It takes time. And a lot of different, takes a lot of different tries. You got to try one thing and try another, and even your EP, man. Like the 4 songs were all incredibly like different and unique in their own way, and that's
Thanks.
It shows your quality and your willingness to try different things and show different sides of your art and your music. So yeah, man, we're excited for the thing to come out. When's it gonna drop? When do you plan on dropping the EP?
So the original plan is February 27th.
Okay.
So that's probably gonna be it. I don't know. Probably like 80%.
Can we expect anything more than the 4 songs you sent, or is that going to be the EP?
There's a slight chance we're gonna add a song in that. I don't know if I can say anything. I don't know. He's probably gonna be like, "What'd you tell them?" But,
no, yeah. It's our job as the interviewees to try to pry these things out of you. So.
So maybe there's gonna be one more. Depends on how much you like it, and it's not done yet, but maybe.
Cool, man. We're excited. I'm so glad you reached out to us, man. Like this was an awesome opportunity to get the chance to know you and your music. So thanks for coming on today.
All the way from Israel.
Seriously. All right,
excited to hear the bonus song if it's on, and we'll definitely be promoting your EP on our socials. So again, thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was great to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you. Yeah.
Take care. All right, that was Eliav. Thank you so much for tuning in. As I said, he has a self-titled EP, Eliav, as well as a new single, A Cabin in Austria. So make sure to go check that out. And again, like, comment, subscribe. Check out our socials. Check out our podcast. They'll all be linked down below. Thank you again for watching. It was great to see you guys, and see you guys next time. Take care.
Back in the Maybach, yeah, we roll with it. I might hit that if she with it, I might hop in it. Lay back in the Maybach, yeah, we roll with it. Getting payback, sending hits, we getting on with it. I might hit that if she with it, I might hop in it. Like a Kit Kat, is she sweet, I'm breaking off in it. Lay back in the Maybach, yeah, we roll with it. Getting payback, sending hits, we getting on with it. I might hit that if she with it, I might hop in it. Like a Kit Kat, is she sweet, I'm breaking off in it. 'Cause I'm